Oh boy, have I spent way too much money on Eagle Moss in the last week. There were like two different sales back to back, and so like I took like full advantage of those, and I got like, I was like one, two, three, four, five. I got six different things in the last week, and like, wow, that's like way more than I usually get in like half a year or whatever it is. Well, no, actually, that does sound a little more even. But yeah, I mean, like the point is, like I usually get them like one or maybe two at a time, but now I got like six of them at the same time. So like, and also it was way too much money at one time. So like I took advantage of the sales, but that being said, I spent. I should be saving up for like Diaclone reboot because like they've got that battle convoy. Was it powered battle convoy or whatever it is? And I'm like, holy shit, I want to get one of those. Yeah, but the thing is, I don't actually have a battle convoy, so that's a bit of a problem. You can't get the powered version if you don't get the original version. So, anyways, yeah, I've actually neglected Diaclone reboot quite a bit. So whatever. But I mean, sales are sales. So if I can get some few more representations from classic Star Trek, hey, I'll go for it. Why not? But that has absolutely nothing whatsoever to do with the unboxing I've got here today. This is actually the second item that I got in that big TF Source box that I talked about when I unboxed Astrotrain. And by the way, here's Astrotrain right here, and I really do enjoy him. His arms are just fine. His legs, for whatever reason, the left thigh here just does not want to turn. I really, really got to fight to get that left thigh swivel to turn. So whatever. Um, yeah, for the most part, he's still pretty good. He's a complex transformer though, so I'll say that like you don't want to give this to kids. Really don't think. But then again, I've already gone over those things. So yeah, I'm still really satisfied with this guy. But we'll see how that turns out with the very next one because we've got another triple changer on the menu, and this time it is Transformers War for Cybertron Earthrise Transformers War for Cybertron Trilogy Earthrise Decepticon. No, is this Leader Class? I can't fucking say it. It's Double Dealer. Okay. So, according to tfwiki.net, there have only been three double dealers ever. There's the original G1 version, which, yeah, looks pretty nice. I could get behind that. And then there's the Thrilling 30 Voyager class version, which I heard that was a really bad mold, so I'm kind of glad I stayed away from it. Besides, I would rather have gotten the Blitzring version versus getting the double dealer version, because, like, the color coding of that just didn't work, and also it was a really crappy toy from what I've heard, so I'm glad I missed out on. And then there's this version. Obviously intended to look like the G1 version rather than the Thrilling 30 version, so I was like, yeah, okay, now's the time to get this. Why do they always put the instructions behind? Can't they just... I was going to say, why don't they just put the instructions in the front here? Why do they always have to bury it in the back? And well, it's a good thing it's still in the packaging. Let's see, how did the packaging survive? Let's see, did the toy survive the fall? Oh, wow. Those are really tiny. I was not expecting those to appear. Okay, here's a boss. He even has the stance to prove it. And I should point out, he is a bit bigger than Astrotrain, which surprises me because I made the comment, it's like, yeah, Astrotrain is like a traditional Voyager size, but technically it's classified as a later class, and that's probably because of the tender that it used to come with. But now looking at Double Dealer, who doesn't have a tender that he has to work with, although he does have that giant missile there, and he's got that platform there, I'm like, yeah, he's going to be a bigger figure. Oh boy, we get to have fun with this. These look like paired missile launchers or whatever it is. Real tiny paired missile launchers. Two of them. That's what a pair is, Ava. Then we have spotlight slash radar turret, I guess. This must be the handheld gun, whatever it is. Real tiny, just a pistol, which is surprising. Like Astrotrain's loaded up with a bunch of guns that are like way bigger than they need to be. And this guy has a bunch of tiny weapons. Like, get in there. Good grief. I don't want to break plastic any more than you do, but that being said, Oh, I didn't get either one. Joy. Means they both went straight down. Wonderful. There's a decent sized rifle. That's nice. Doesn't have any moving parts. Here's the other half. I want to say the double dealer was a target master, if I remember correctly. Like the original G1 version, you would. It just fits on. Basically, you could look in the back and there'd be like a little viewfinder or something like that. Seems to me that's what double dealer originally was, but I don't remember exactly. Boy, that's really loose for a ball and socket joints. Here's some kibble, some platform kibble thingies. A couple of very loose, and I mean very loose ball and socket joints. They have barely any friction whatsoever. So I hope they're not, I hope we don't have to like put any pressure on them or anything. That's going to be upsetting. That's fucking huge. And it looks like they've recreated a lot of the G1 stickers on here, except that there are no stickers whatsoever. It's strictly paint. And I'm like, okay, I can live with that. Now, unlike the previous Earthrise figure that I unboxed, Double Dealer actually is in the War for Cybertron trilogy cartoon. Astro Train was not. So, and just like all of the other War for Cybertron trilogy characters, you can't understand what the fuck they're saying because they all sound exactly the same. Like they may very well be voiced by different people, but you just can't understand what they're saying, and because they all use that robotic voice or whatever it is. I'm like, I don't care if they're union or not. It fucking sucks. Wow. Oh my gosh, look at the way the wings fold up on the back. What the crap? So I apologize for the sudden drop in resolution. I had it set a lot higher than it should have been, and it was like 6 minutes of recording was like 12 gigabytes. And I'm like, Jesus, I don't have that kind of space on my computer. And if the thing runs for an hour and a half or whatever it is, oh boy, the computer might actually start chugging at the end. So I like the fact that he's got his pose, or he's got him posed with his arms to either side, arms on or his hands on his hips. I like that. A little attitude right there. I like that. And there's little friction in the elbows. That's surprising. What totally does it for me is the way he's got his wings folded up on the back. They're actually asymmetrically folded up. But the fact that his wings do completely disappear, I can get behind that. I actually do like that. Like, okay, the only way you can see him really is you look at it from the back, and even then, they're set up asymmetrical. I can live with that. That's acceptable. Gosh, he's got wrist articulation. Nice. His elbows go backwards for some weird reason. Whatever. He feels lightweight somehow. I don't know. I like the color scheme. Well, I don't know. It feels like a G2 coloring scheme. It's not, but or isn't it? I shouldn't have closed that. See, Double Dealer. What were you originally? Oh, 88. Yeah, he was a. Yeah, that would have made him late G1. Wait, they have Ratchet in the hips? Really? Why? Weird. He's got ratcheting in his hips. That's weird. That's really weird. Okay. But he doesn't have ratcheting anywhere else. It's just the hips. That's surprising. Why would they even bother? Oh, whatever. Okay. But I just love that they've recreated all of these decals, even though they're not actual decals. I just love how they've done that, especially on the knees. Looks very nice. And on the chest, or sorry, on the upper torso, and then his face is. He's got these panels. Oh, I wonder if these panels on the top of his shoulders. I wonder if these are. Yeah, they're Decepticon logos. Okay. So in case you don't know, Double Dealer is in fact a double agent. And as I understand it, and I could be wrong about this, Double Dealer actually has kind of a split personality issue because he actually isn't aware that he's either on Autobot or a Decepticon. When he's an Autobot, he's not aware that he's also a Decepticon, and when he's a Decepticon, he's not aware that he's an Autobot. So he's literally working both sides at the same time without realizing he's working both sides at the same time. It's bizarre. In any event, to reflect this, and I just now discovered this, you'll notice on his shoulders, or on the front of his, yeah, on the front of his upper arms, are these little panels. You flip them up, and he can either be a Decepticon or he can be an Autobot. It's completely up to you. And you can see right here, here's Decepticon on this side, here's Autobot on this side. So you can actually display them both at the same time if you want to. And I'm guessing they're not even part of the transformation. That's a really nice touch that they were able to get both of those in there at the same time. That's really nice. Because, like, switch characters that switch factions, the only one I can think of is animated Shockwave. And there was a big old panel that you just rotate on his chest. There's kind of a gem jewel kind of thing in the center of his chest. So, like, panels that completely disappear, and I mean, they're so um what's the word I'm looking for? They're so small and insignificant. Or you could be forgiven if you didn't even notice it. And I didn't even look at the assertions. Like, oh, I wonder what this panel for. Wait, that's on the top of the shoulder. Oh yeah, he's a double agent. I wonder if I flip him over. Bam, there it is. Now he's a Decepticon. So yeah. In fact, if I remember correctly, even though he's a triple changer, one mode or one alternate mode is exclusively Autobot, and then the other alternate mode is exclusively Decepticon. But the two never meet each other. So okay, feels lightweight considering. Well, I don't know. Considering what's happening here, it feels lightweight for some reason. Oh, he's even got a knee swivel in here. Again, most likely transformation, but still, he's got that. So he's got a lot of soft. Most of his joints are really soft, except for the shoulders, the waist. Let's see, does his head turn? Yes, his head is nice and tight. Is it a ball joint? No, it is not. Can he look up and down? No, he cannot. So his head can only turn side to side, and that's it. God, that's rough. They put an ab crunch on this guy. Hmm. And then does he have? Yes, he does. He does have an ankle tilt. Obviously part of transformation, but there it is. Regardless, it is an option. Oh, does he have a toe? There's a joint there for something. Oh, a panel underneath. Okay, so he does not have a toe joint, but it's like his heel can fold downwards for transformation. So whatever. It's there. It's an option, so you can get him into some wider stances. But that's so weird how his hips ratchet. I was not expecting that at all. He's a chunky boy. Nice broad, thick torso, thick legs, and then kind of small arms. Actually, he's kind of like it. Well, no, Astro Train. He didn't necessarily have a barrel chest, but Double Dealer definitely has a barrel chest. Oh, absolutely. Messing around with the transformation, he's got his I guess it'd be his beast mode head sitting right there. At least that's where his neck is. Wow. Huh. All right, time to pack you full of accessories. Let's see here. We have. Oh, this looks like it moves. What is this before? Oh yeah, the cockpit on either. Or no, it's the one cockpit. So. Oh, maybe that's where his pistol goes. I don't know. Okay, so let's get you some weapons. See what you have to say about that. I like his proportions. They're good. I like that. So it looks like the missile launchers don't go on his forearms, although there's nothing to stop you from doing that. Oh, is this a... See, Astro Chain was a reissue, so... Oh, Earthrise Double Dealer is the first leader class figure for the War Cybertron trilogy to be a fully leader size figure rather than a Voyager size figure with added parts. Okay. Okay, so this is strictly an Earthrise figure. It's not a reissue like Astro Train was. But that's okay because literally the only difference between the Siege and the Earthrise versions is just the packaging. That was it. So whatever, I can live with that. It's kind of strange. I thought that in the cartoon or the streaming show, which was garbage by the way, Double Dealer is a third party. He's a mercenary, so it's strange that he would have both Autobot and Decepticon logos. And if I remember correctly, which I don't, the he's only portrayed as a he might be a neutral character. You know, he might be a third party of some kind, but um, he's not outright Decepticon or Autobot. Or I'm sorry, no, yeah, he's not outright Autobot or Decepticon, but he doesn't switch sides. So I'm not certain how you're supposed to play this guy. Previously, he was always a Decepticon. Now he's being treated as a third faction. So I don't know, I guess deal with that however you like. You know, I wonder if I could stick those things there instead of there. That's might be what I end up doing. Because they're mounting points both on the top of his shoulders and on the side torsos. So I'm wondering if maybe I should have these mounted on the side torsos, because then that way the radar, or no, I'm sorry, the radar turret or whatever it is would not turn with his arm. Instead, it would be on the inside. It would be independent of. I'm wondering if I should do that instead. Oh, I can't because that's where his missile launcher goes. All right, never mind. Which side is which? No. Oh, it only bends in one direction. Okay, good to know. Wait, if it only bends in one direction, what? Oh, it snaps in one direction. So wait, you're supposed to be able to, huh? They want you to bend that. Well, this panel is designed to. Ooh, what's this lag? This is designed to come out, or it's designed to pop off. So like, I guess they want me to do that. Whatever. Then fold these downwards. Why is my preview chugging? What's this? What are you done? Okay. Whatever. Gosh, those are so loose. So loose. I mean, like they actually can hold position, but that friction's just going to be absolutely nothing after a couple of days or whatever it is, or maybe even a couple of hours. Okay. Wait, you want me to have them open in robot mode? Really? No. No, these are not open in robot mode unless it's supposed to be like a jetpack or something like that. They're telling me to keep these things open. I'm like, no, 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 no. Fold them down. Get them out of the way. He's not a flyer. Oh, wait a minute. Yes, he is. Yeah, these are going away. Or maybe I could fold them up. Nope, those are going down. Unless there's a specific reason why they're supposed to be spread out like that, I'm not going to. And you just take the projectile here, whatever, and then you peg it into the side torso. Which, okay, well, oh, there's no friction. Dude, there's no friction on this. It's going to pop off so easily. What the hell, Hasbro? It slips so easily. Yeah, I'm going to have to add something, I'm going to have to add something to the peg on there. Why can I not think of what that's called? Does this break down anymore? No, you just give him a gun and that's it. Freaking huge. This is almost a bazooka he's got here. You can plug it into the side of his arm, or side of his forearm if you want. Whatever. That peg is so tiny it barely fits in his arm, or his hand. Such garbage. Come on. It barely fits into his. Really? Really? Okay, so it barely pegs into his hand. There's like the peg is not long enough, and if you try to like, this comes off so easily. What's going on here? So if you like try to move the wrist in any way, if you try to pose it with like the gun turned sideways or something, it won't fit at all just because the peg is so shallow. Lame. Now the wrists do fold downwards into the forearm for transformation, so you can kind of take advantage of that. But that being said, yeah. So our chonky boy here has a really big gun. Yeah, I'm folding those away. No, 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 no. Those are getting folded away. Forget you. Okay. So here's Double Dealer with all of his equipment attached. He's got the two halves of the rocket there. He's got a little minigun sitting right there, or a little pistol, I guess, whatever it is. No, it's an actual machine gun. And then he's got a sensor right there. It's not a spotlight. It's not a searchlight. It's a radar dish, or it's a radar turret. That's what that is. And it has a pair of very, blink and you miss it, very easy to miss missile launchers or rocket launchers, I guess. Yeah, I guess they would be missiles on either side. So there's robot mode. Ooh, hey, hello. I saw that out the corner of my eye. Hello. Yeah. Remember how I said earlier that the friction in those elbows was going to be a problem? See, can I do it again? It doesn't want to do it. But I bet you as soon as I shake, yeah, there it goes. Yeah, so the friction on the elbows is going to have to be, oh, well, they're not screws. So, okay. I'm really tempted to put that gun on the side of his arm, but then that might be getting into like Megatron's territory or something like that. I don't know. Anyways, not bad. And waist joint. I like his presentation. Honestly, I like the presentation more than the posability on him. Just the proportions of things. Like, yeah, okay, I can get behind this guy. There's like a decent big missile mech. Oh God, how am I going to get the hands out of there once I push them into the arms? Oh, please don't tell me they snap. No, I don't think they snap. Okay, I think I lucked out there. Okay, that's really weird. The fists, or the wrists, I guess, they fold down, but they don't snap inside of the forearms. This is really weird. All these soft joints or whatever it is, these guys. Very, very peculiar. Hmm. Oh, he does have a ball joint for a head. Why? Okay, whatever. I don't care. But yeah, I like the proportions on this guy. I like it. Screw it. I'm gonna stick that cannon on his forearm. It's just below his elbow. There. I feel a little better about that now. And it keeps his hand free just in case. So, alright.